Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really well, thanks. Really well, thanks. How has your day been?
I'm going doing good. I'm a little bit. It's because of Corona. So I'm staying home and how are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm really well. I know what you mean. This Corona situation is so hard. I've just been staying home. Yeah. But today I'm good. Today I have had some lessons in the morning, and I have some lessons in the evening tonight.
Okay.
So I was wondering, could you tell me a little about yourself?
Yes. My name is Kumao,
Kumao?
and I am from Osaka,
Nice.
and I have been living in Tokyo a long time as well.
Yeah?
And what I do is I do blogging.
Blogging?
Yeah, I do blog and YouTube, and my job is basically to introducing English school, like Be English心斎橋.
Gotcha. So like connecting English schools and introducing them to new students and things like that.
Yes, exactly. So okay, can I ask you about you?
Please. So I am Bob. I am from Australia.
Australia is good.
I'm glad you like it.
I love Australia.
Oh, have you been before?
Yes.
Where did you go?
Sydney and Melbourne and Cairns and Brisbane.
You went to Brisbane?
Yes.
That's my hometown.
Oh, wow.
Not many people go to Brisbane because it's a pretty boring city.
Brisbane is right side? Is the right side?
Yeah, east side of Australia.
East side, yes. Sydney side, right?
Australia. Yeah. So just about an hour north of the Gold Coast.
Okay, yes. I've been there, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you enjoy Australia. What do you like about it?
I really like that. Actually, I also what I like about Australia is it's very rich country, I think.
I see.
It's for me. It's I have lived in Japan, US, and Australia, and Australia is the most rich country, I think, and
best salary, right? Really
exactly.
Yeah.
Better than Japan, I think.
Much better. Yeah, I've been working in Japan for about 6 years now, and yeah, Australia definitely has much better salaries. But the rent in Australia is much higher, much higher.
What is higher?
The rent, yachin.
Okay, yachin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's much higher in Australia than in Japan. Japan's rent is pretty good.
So you mean so it's like I don't know how to say English. It's even, you mean it's like if we compare.
Yeah, absolutely. So we would say it balances out. It balances out. So the salary is higher, but the rent is higher too. So it balances out.
So balances out. So it's rich, but it's the money situation is similar. Anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah. So young people have the same problem in Australia as young people in Japan, where it's just not enough money.
Oh.
But I think one thing that is much cheaper about living in Australia is fresh produce. So fruits, vegetables, meat are much cheaper.
Yes, I thought too that one. The watermelon was very cheap in Australia.
Watermelon, right?
Yeah.
You buy like a whole watermelon for $1.
Yeah. Yes, I really remember. I was very surprised. Yeah, I have a very strong, memory about the watermelon.
Let me tell you, the first time I went to a fruit shop in Japan, I was very surprised too. I remember seeing one mango in a plastic container like this for like 3,000 yen.
Wow.
$30 for one mango.
It's expensive.
So expensive, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you actually, how are you finding living in America? What's it like?
So you mean how I like or something like that, you mean?
Yeah, how are you finding it? どうですか、midnight?
Yes, because I learned English and because I like different culture and I enjoy knowing new people and different people than Japanese. So so I enjoy the people. I enjoy the people, the difference. And
I wanted to ask you then actually, so you really enjoy meeting people from other cultures and from other backgrounds.
Yes.
What is most different about Americans?
What is most different? I think about mask.
Right.
Yeah, the how they think about the mask is very different, I think.
It's a bit strange, right?
Yes, as a Japanese, I think Japanese people really love mask.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember my first winter in Japan. I was like, what's going on? Is everybody sick? Everyone had these masks on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's just a big cultural difference, isn't it?
Yes. So after Corona pandemic, they started wearing masks, but they are not probably not only US people. A lot of like Australia or England or Europe, they don't get used to wearing masks, right?
Yeah.
So in US, some people do protests about wearing a mask.
Same in Australia recently. It's been happening in Australia too. I know, I was very embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, honestly, wearing a mask, it's just not a big deal. It's so not a big deal. I don't understand why people are protesting it.
Wow, it's interesting. In Australia, same.
Yeah, Melbourne had a big protest recently.
Wow.
Even the police had to come and they were spraying them with pepper spray. It was a big protest.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't want to wear masks. They don't want
to wear masks and they don't want to be in lockdown anymore because Melbourne has been in the world's longest lockdown. It's been a long time. So they're sick of being in lockdown and they're sick of having to wear masks.
So are they doing something in Melbourne? Still they are doing something like until 8 p.m. or they close?
So much stricter. You're not allowed to go 10 kilometers away from your house. You can only meet people who you live with. You can't even go outside unless you're doing exercise or if you have an emergency reason. The Australian lockdown rules are so strict.
Wow. They open, cafe is open?
Nothing's open. Nothing is open in Melbourne.
Wow.
Everything is closed. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's totally different to Osaka. Yeah. Osaka's lockdown has just been, no alcohol after in the restaurants, and everywhere closes at 8 p.m.
Wow.
But yeah, Melbourne has been very different.
Is it Sydney is different? Sydney is different.
What's different? Sorry.
Sydney.
Oh, Sydney has had lockdowns, but not as many. Melbourne has had the most lockdowns.
Wow.
What about over in California? How's it going in California?
California is also we see better. We already opened the Starbucks.
Oh, good.
Starbucks and McDonald's is open. Yeah, actually I ate McDonald's last night, and they open until 11 p.m.
Oh, good. So people can eat again and go out a little bit.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah. What about the vaccine? Is everybody getting the vaccine?
Yes, everybody can get a vaccine now.
Awesome.
But even though we have vaccine, but people don't want to get vaccine.
I know.
So,
It's so crazy.
I don't understand.
For me too, I really don't understand, because I want to travel again. I want to go around and see the world.
Yeah.
I'm getting the vaccine. Of course I want the vaccine.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Was it difficult to get? Because in Osaka, we had some problems. There were not enough vaccines.
Wow.
Yeah.
So even they want, they can't, because
Yeah, absolutely. What about in California? No problems in California?
yeah, I think we can have we have enough vaccine for everyone.
That's great to hear, because many people in Osaka haven't been able to get the vaccine or cannot get the second vaccine. It's just not enough vaccines in Osaka.
Well, so it's because it is lack of amount of vaccine, they can't.
Exactly. They want it, but they can't get it. Yeah.
But in California, we have, but they don't want.
Opposite problems.
I really don't understand. And we have more, the case.
Yeah.
Because they don't get the vaccine, and we have more people to get sick.
Obviously, that's what's going to happen. It's just a tarimai, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't understand at all.
Me neither. But say, I wanted to ask you, by the way, since you've been over in America for a while, what sort of things do you do for fun over there? Before Corona, of course. What were you doing out there, and what are your hobbies in America?
Before Corona, obviously I could go to restaurant and I enjoy cafe, and sometimes I go to the beach and I went Disneyland in California.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Californian beaches nice? I've heard they're really pretty.
Yes, beach is pretty. Yeah, I think it's still pretty.
Still pretty now, yeah.
I wanted to ask that. Have you been to Gold Coast?
Of course, many times. Many times. In Australia, right? Not in America.
In Australia.
Yeah. Many times.
So the water is cold or hot?
It depends what time of year, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But in the summer, it's much warmer. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, in general, the beach is pretty comfortable temperature all year in Australia, especially around the Gold Coast, because in winter, it will get down to maybe 10 degrees or so. It's not that cold.
Yeah. I think Gold Coast is probably one of the best beach
Really? That's interesting.
I have my best beach is Florida.
In Florida? Really?
Yeah. For me.
Was it? Yeah. Your favorite beach is in Florida?
Yeah, it's Florida.
What made it so good?
The water is warm.
Gotcha.
So it's not water for me. It was like a little bit, a little kind of bath.
Right. A little bit like onsen, right?
Onsen. So it's it was amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. For me, I think my favorite beach has to be in Ishigaki.
Okay.
So beautiful. And like you were saying, the water was just like warm and perfectly clear. You can see like the 3 meters into the water.
Ishigaki beach is warm?
When I went there, it was warm, but
Wow.
It was the middle of summer.
Wow.
And the ocean has very, very small waves. So because the waves are so still, I think the water gets quite warm.
Wow.
Have you been to Ishigaki before?
No.
Oh, you should go. It's so good.
So you live in Osaka, right? Shinsaibashi.
Yeah, I live in Osaka. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm based in Osaka, but I like to travel around Japan a bit. So, down to Ishigaki or up to Hokkaido, Mie, Fukuoka, around like Kansai, Kinki, Hyogo kind of area. I like all of it.
Have you ever been to Tokyo?
I have been to Tokyo one time.
One time.
So I have always lived in Osaka. I don't really like Tokyo.
Why?
Too many people. So my hometown is pretty small for people. Like there's not that many people and it's quite spread out. So when I go to Tokyo, I feel like there's just so many people around.
Yes.
What about you? How do you feel about Tokyo?
Yes, I like Tokyo, but I also hated the too many people.
Yeah.
Especially like train.
Absolutely.
I was working in the morning and night, packed.
Right? Like really, like you're standing like this in the train just to like
Yes,
get to and from work. Yeah.
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah. What were the things you liked about Tokyo? Because I've heard many Osakans who moved to Tokyo really don't like Tokyo.
I liked Akihabara.
Akihabara, yeah.
Akihabara is I think very different from other place in Japan, and we don't have a lot of place like Akihabara. And even for me, Japanese, it's very different and it's very interesting because they have a lot of anime things and Pachinko and something like that.
Yeah, it's really like a pop culture mecca in Japan, right?
Yes. And also Tokyo has it's very everything is walking distance basically. And
so convenient, right?
Yes. Shibuya, Akihabara, Shinjuku, and Shinbashi, all the city has different color.
Different what, sorry?
Different color. Is
you mean like Fuinki?
Yeah, we do this.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere, yeah, different atmosphere. And actually I like Pachinko, so.
Really? I've never done Pachinko, but it looks like it could be fun.
It's very bad fun, but
It's the bad kind of fun. Yeah.
I really don't recommend, but it's like a drug, right?
Right. It's really addictive. Yeah, for me though, I was surprised. I've walked into a pachinko place one time, and it is so noisy. I didn't expect it to be so noisy.
Yes.
Yeah. Cannot fall asleep playing pachinko. You will stay awake.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have you ever? Do you have casino in Australia?
Yeah, we've got casinos. But honestly, have you ever heard of pokies or slot machines?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are really popular in Australia. But they're normally at like a bar or at a sports club. There will be a slots machine or something like that.
Wow.
Everything okay?
Yes. Sorry, thank you.
Cool. Now, I actually wanted to ask you, what is this video going to be used for?
So yeah, I want to introduce your school into Japanese, and I want to write article of in my blog.
Oh, cool.
And I also want to use some of this lesson on YouTube video.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
What is your YouTube channel, by the way?
My YouTube channel is I basically I upload like this体験 lesson and or interview with the president of the English school.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I upload that kind of video to YouTube channel. So yes, video content and writing contents.
So I wanted to ask as well, just on the side, do you have any questions that you wanted to ask me for your video?
Well, have you ever been to other countries other than Japan?
Yeah, I've been to New Zealand and to Vietnam.
Okay. So you said you have been in Japan for 4 years?
Yes, 6 years now, since I was 20 or so. Yeah.
Why did you choose Japan?
Oh, that's a crazy story. So I came to Japan for a holiday, right? I was working in Australia doing my job, and I took a holiday, came to Japan, and I just fell in love with like the food, the big city, the bright lights, all of the like amazing temples and ginza.
Oh.
It was like amazing for me. So I had the 2-week holiday. I went back to Australia. The day that I landed in Australia, I quit my job.
Wow.
I applied for a visa, packed my bag, and 3 weeks later, I was living in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really crazy. But when I came to Japan, I couldn't speak Japanese, and I didn't know anyone. So it was really wild. ほんまにありがとうだけできた。それだけ。
Wow.
Yeah.
But why you chose Japan to before you should know about you should have some options, right?
Right. So I had a friend in Japan who invited me to come. But she moved to England. So as soon as I came to live in Japan, she had moved to England. And so I didn't know anyone when I was here. But when I was visiting, she showed me Japan and took me to places, and I got a feeling for what Japan was like.
Okay.
So, yeah, aside from that, I've also been to Vietnam and I've been to New Zealand, and they're both amazing countries.
So before you Australia, you working or?
Yeah. I was a paramedic.
What is paramedic?
QQQSA?
What?
QQQSA? QSA?
QQsha?
QQQ Macy?
Wow, it's the person who help people.
Yeah, like CPR.
Wow.
Yeah. So in Australia, I was working as a paramedic. In Australia, we call it a paramedic. And before that, I was a fishmonger.
Fishmonger.
Osakane-san.
You're working fisherman as in Australia?
Yeah, so first I was a fishmonger, then a paramedic. Then when I came to Japan, I was a bar owner. I used to own a bar in Amemura.
Wow.
And I was working there a lot, being an owner and a manager. And then I changed to become an English teacher.
Wow. Do you enjoy teaching English?
Yeah, honestly, English teaching is a good job. It's a good job. And at this school, we have so many interesting students. So every time that I get to meet my students, it's always good fun.
So your school has any no age restriction?
No. So I think our youngest student would be, 4 or 5.
Wow.
And our oldest student would be in their 60s or so. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a very broad range of students. So we get to meet people from like all different ages, all different backgrounds. It's really good fun. And because we're in the middle of like Shinsai Bashi, we often get some like business owners as well as like, bar workers, as well as like mums and stuff like that.
It's interesting. So you have a group lesson as well, right?
Yeah, so group lessons we normally do as like quite casual or informal. It's like a big group conversation. And then in our private lessons, we normally do some work on the textbook. So we've got an original textbook that I wrote for the school. And we use that a lot in our one-on-one lessons.
So it could be like you said 5 years old. And it could be like children and elder people together in the group lesson.
No, not in that situation. So kids lessons we do separately. Kids just with kids, and then adults with adults.
Okay.
Yeah, could get really confusing.
So it's like how like a high school student until high school student or.
No, so high school students we would probably do either just man-to-man or with adults because high school students are much closer to an adult than they are to a child. But the young kids we tend to do together. Yeah.
So probably junior high school
Sorry.
student.
Yeah.
Below junior high school student could be kids.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, our school doesn't have any, maybe only one junior high student, 1 or 2. We have a lot of like elementary school and then a lot of like from university up.
Okay. And so your school is unlimited. 通い放題?
Yeah, unlimited. Yeah.
Unlimited, right?
Yeah, so we have a set number of man-to-man lessons. So your one-on-one lessons are limited, but your group lessons are not limited. You can come to as many group lessons as you want.
So you Tuesday to Saturday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday to Saturday, 11 till 9 p.m. Our last lesson finishes at 9 p.m.
So unlimited means we can have a lesson as many times as we want in one day.
Yeah, so 2 hours a day.
2
as
hours.
many days. Yeah, 2 hours a day. And you can do, if it's a group lesson, but you are the only person in the group, it will be a man-to-man lesson because there's only you and the teacher.
Wow. So one lesson is 15 minutes?
Yeah, 50 minutes. If it's a quiet day, maybe a little bit longer, but 50 minutes in general. Yeah.
So maximum 2 lessons per day.
Maximum 2 lessons per day and as many days a week as you want.
Okay. So maximum could be like 10 lessons per week, right?
Yeah, 10 lessons per week could be your maximum. But also there are other students who are coming at the same time, right? So if the lesson time is full, like if there's not enough teachers, you won't be able to book. So you have to go onto our online system and book in. If there's an available number of teachers, then it's no problem, you can come.
So we need to book first.
Absolutely, yeah. You need to book ahead of time.
So
But we have an online booking system set up. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer. It's really easy.
Okay. And you said we have also private lesson, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you get 4 of those per month at least. And if you come to a group lesson that nobody else is there for, it will become a private lesson.
And the private lesson, so we can include private lesson in 10 lesson, right?
Yes,
It's not separated, it's together, right?
it's all together.
They count together,
Yeah,
right?
they all count together. Yeah.
Okay. And so this is a体験 lesson, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't normally do like a counseling or like a school 説明会?
Yeah, so the first time you come, of course we will do an explanation. Got to do an explanation. So when you come for the first time, you've got to answer a little questionnaire that will be about your level, your goals, and what you want the focus to be. Then you'll have your trial lesson to see if you like it. If you like it, then you can keep coming. Then in our man-to-man lessons, what we will normally do is do a bit of this textbook. Once you've finished half of the textbook or the whole textbook, we'll do a review. So see what is your level now? How have you improved? What are your goals? And it will be like another counseling session again.
Okay.
But yeah, so that is, so first counseling session is on your first lesson. And then after you've done some of the textbook, you will get another counseling session.
So I mean, so when one person is interested in your school, so this is like a free lesson, right? Free 体験 lesson.
Yes. Yeah.
They also do like a free like 説明会?
Yes, of course.
So to do so, I needed to ask you, the president or someone that I want to have.
Yeah, you would need to talk to Minami for the sentiment guide, and you need to talk to me for the lesson. So we do it a little bit differently. Either Kohei, the president, or Minami, the Tanto, would help you out with that. Tensho.
So you don't do 2 things at the same time, you do separately?
Separately, yeah. Separate that out.
So today is just for lesson, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of this lesson though, Minami might give you some information. I don't know what her plan is.
Minami is the lady?
Tensho. Yeah. Minami is the Tensho, and you saw her just before the start of the lesson. Yeah.
Minami is Tencho and Kohei is president.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fantastic.
Do we still have time?
We have about 5 minutes. I was about to ask, do you have any questions, other questions you wanted to talk about?
Can I ask that your schedule, like a daily schedule of your school?
Me personally, or just the whole school?
The teachers, so like the how you work a day.
So the full-time teachers work from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's the Cheyenne. The Baital teachers, the part-time teachers, will work maybe 5 hours to 6 hours, but they will normally do the middle of the day or the end of the day.
Okay.
Awesome. But yeah, full-time teachers are here all day.
Okay. How many teachers do you have?
Right now, so today is my last day. So I'm about to finish. We have one new full-time teacher. We have Minami, who is full-time. We have maybe 5 teachers total, 5 or 6. Yeah.
You said your last day?
Yeah, today's my last day.
Your last day?
Yeah. Very last day today.
What do you mean? Your last day means last lesson for today, right?
No. I finished working at BE today.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're leaving.
So I'm actually going to go back to Australia.
Wow.
So I'm going to go back to Australia in November, and I need to spend October getting ready to go back to Australia.
Wow. So you okay? So you prepare. You have 1 month day off.
Yeah, 1 month of 1 month off where I'll do some traveling hopefully and preparing to go back to Australia. But after that, I'm gone.
Wow. It's sad.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of sad too, honestly.
So you okay? You don't come back to Japan?
Of course I will, because my partner's family is here, and Japan is my second home. Like Osaka is my second home, so I will definitely be coming back to Japan again.
You're planning to living basically in Australia, right? You're trying.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get my partner to be able to have a visa over in Australia, and it's a big process to do that.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to ask, do you have any last questions? Because if not, I might ask Minami if she wanted to talk to you about anything else.
I'm good, thank you.
Awesome. Well, let me just do something quickly for your YouTube channel though. Yeah. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications.
Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, I'm going to grab Minami and she can give you a hand.
Yes, thank you.